All right, hockey fans, here we are at the Three Rivers Athletic Complex Center thing. I don't know. This place is really cool. What I love most about Baldwinsville Bees games, right now they are playing against the Ontario Bay Storm, which honestly, as far as the Bees are concerned, this is a non-issue game. These guys contend for states every single year. Last year was the first time in over a decade that Ontario Bay even made it to sectionals. However, look at these fans. These stands are filled to the brim to the right. They are filled to the brim to the left. The student section is probably about 80% full of where it normally is, maybe 60. I've seen that section absolutely overloading in the past. However, they're all here, they're all showing up, and as the banner so eloquently puts it, the seventh player is here. It is electric here, as always, for Beeville games. I'm not sure about other sports, but Bees love their hockey for sure. Was here last year for an IHC game, and that probably twice as many students in the student section. Scoreboard's a little iffy over there, doing the best I can with it. It's just going to have to be what it's going to be. It's all right, I'll refer to it as often as I remember. How's that? So this live stream is probably going to be spotty at best. I'm using my phone. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm terribly sorry. I'm dropping stuff left and right. But I will upload a clean copy of this game after I get home later. You should be able to catch most of the audio. So in this game, we have the Baldwinsville Bees in white will be going from left to right, and the Ontario Bay Storm in gold going from right to left. We'll turn it over to the rink announcer now.
The Bees enter tonight's game with a 2-1 overall record. The Storm enter 1-1. You need to thank Visible Storm and their families and fans for attending tonight's contest and wish them safe travels home after the game. A few reminders before we start. This is a smoke-free facility. Smoking is prohibited anywhere in the track. Section 3 contests are in accordance to the rules of the New York State Public High School Athletic Association and those of Section 3. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Everyone is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping these contests at the highest level of good sportsmanship. So please let the players play, let the coaches coach, let the officials officiate, and let the spectators be positive. The concession stand is open and will remain open throughout the entire game. Thank you for your continued support. Your starting lineups for Coach Olson's Ontario Bay Storm. At forward, number 14, Owen Newton. At forward, number 8, Zach Evans. Center, number 3, Bryce Goodnow. Number 11, Corporal Astro. Number 18, Rafael Baloo. We're going to number 44, Colin Bennett. And this the coach Lloyd. No, don't get here. Number 7, Junior Nolan Burke. Their brother. That one. Ladies and gentlemen, in contemporary at this time, the Aston McKee Prize is the leader as we honor our men and women serving around the globe for the land of our national anthem. What's up? Who's frustrated and rise through the battle, last fight for the we're so
All right. And that brings us to just moments before game time. This broadcaster would appreciate if in the future they reinforce these bleachers a little bit. I'm not too confident they're going to make it through the whole game. So 17 fresh ones up on the board. Nice. There's that guy's elbow in front of the camera. I'll try to find a better location for that camera in between periods. All right, here we go for the face-off. Goodenough sends it over to the side. Brought back by the Storm, and Blevins takes it, turns around, goes up the other way. Turned back by Trevor Sutton. Advancing in, but pushed off that puck. Baldwinsville shot on goal, save Colin Bennett. Cameron is number 15, and we're hoping he gets a shift tonight. That'd be really awesome. Again, Baldwinsville, one of the premier teams certainly in Section 3. Face off to the right side of Bennett, drawn back by Baldwinsville, shot low, save Bennett. Goes over to the corner, played on over there by Keegan Lynch. Lynch gets that puck turned back, collected by Blevins. Blevins off the boards to Newton. Newton brings it over the blue line, but it's controlled there by Trevor Sutton. Now sent in deep, back behind the net. Goodenough trying to keep it away from the stick of Garrett Sutton. Sutton gains control, goes back behind his net, looks, sends it up along the boards, up to forward Nolan Burlingham. Burlingham can't keep it. Burlingame, sorry. Pass over to Sutton. Trevor Sutton moving that puck up over the blue line, going in deep towards the corner. Gets that puck turned back at the point. Fired in deep, goes off the backboards behind the net. Collected back there by Cody Mashaw. Mashaw trying to clear it up. Beeville's had their first change. Ontario Bay has not. Ontario Bay's starting lines have been out there for a full minute already. Back to the center point. Casey Gilbert going out wide. Left. In at the side of the circle. Sends it back behind the net for Jamie Gipp. Gipp comes up on the near side at the hash marks. Now stepping in at the point, Brian Yeager. Yeager sends that into the slot. Nothing doing. Turned back by Cody Mashaw. Zach Blevins tries clearing it out. Held in by Casey Gilbert. And that goes out of play. And that'll give us a face-off in the neutral zone. Stoppage and play gives an opportunity for Ontario Bay to make a full ice change. On now for defense, Joe Brodeur and Tyler Brown. Offense, Jacob Amadon, David Stern, and Eric Mashaw. Puck goes back to the corner. Baldwinsville sends it back behind the net. Played by Jamie Gipp. Gipp loses it to Brodeur. Brodeur goes over onto the far side, sends that puck up, and that's going to be an icing. That'll bring the faceoff all the way back down next to Colin Bennett. Face off to Bennett's right side. Stern draws it back to the corner. Tyler Brown trying to play with it, get it out, gets it up along the boards to Eric Mashaw. Mashaw sends it up deep on the side, played back by Carter Little. Stern picks it up, sends it all the way across for Brodeur. Brodeur, top of the circle, sends that towards the goal, misses wide right, off the glass, comes out to Brown. Brown pushes it forward. Mashaw sent Geip to the ice. Puck is loose, and it goes in! It goes in! We'll find out what the official word is, who got that goal. I do believe it was David Stern. Beeville draws that puck back. Terrible angle. Stern sits down Harrison Bragg. Beeville trying to gain control of that puck in their own end. Goes back around behind their net. Mashaw trying to play it all the way deep into the corner. Kicking at it. Stern swatting at it, pushing that puck forward. Comes back to the blue line. Ontario Bay goal scored by number 20, David Stern, assisted by number 5, downtown Tyler Brown. 20 from 5. Time of the Storm goal, 2:14. So back to Ballou and Mash. Oh, back to line 1 on the ice. And that sends the net off its moorings. We'll reset the net and have that face-off again. So Ontario Bay with the 1-goal lead, pushing that puck towards the corner. Goodenough and Blevins going at it, trying to get that puck away. Blevins has it, getting pressed up deep hard against the boards between Trevor Sutton and Keegan Lynch. These are starting lines for both teams out there. And here comes Beeville. Garrett Sutton sliding up from the neutral zone. She takes that shot, goes wide. Rebound off the back boards. Shot taken, goes across the paint. Owen Newton able to clear that puck out to the neutral zone. Garrett Sutton picks it up. Sutton tries firing it in, blocked by Newton. Comes into the middle for Zach Blevins. Blevins curling around, opting to go the other way. Backhands that puck into the zone. He goes off for a change because when he's tired, he's tired. Trevor Sutton takes that out of his own corner, goes behind the net, trying to make some space, sends that puck all the way down. Cody Mashaw picks it up, backhands it back into the neutral zone for Dawson Corey. Corey drops it off, and it's almost made its way back to him. Mateo Dalpe just couldn't get it to him. Backhand across by Keegan Lynch, speared aside by Colin Bennett as he watches that puck go around back behind. Jamie Geip sends it out to the point. From the point, Casey Gilbert tries to send it up, gets turned back. Not very far, though. And Geip with it. Geip taking that puck into the corner, back around behind the net. Gets stopped. Puck stationary for a moment. Comes out. Dawson Corey sends it hard across to Mateo Dalpe. Dalpe not able to control it. Comes back to Riley Ballou. Fires it off the glass. Comes out into the neutral zone. Collected by Garrett Sutton. Sutton going in. Dumps that puck in. Deep. Back around. Behind the net. Ballou not able to get it as Brady Garcia has it. Garcia with the puck. Coming to the corner. Drops it off behind for Gipe. Gipe sends it back to Garcia. Garcia hit hard from behind by Brodeur. Baloo fires that. Oh, by Dawson. Sorry. Dawson hit him hard. 16. And Baloo sends that puck up into the netting. And that'll give us another face-off. Puck comes back to the point, fired in, deflected away. Oh, rebound goes through the legs of Jamie Gipe. Oh, he wishes he had a second stick. Puck held in at the blue line by Yeager, sent in deep. Mason Warren had that puck for a second, gets hit from behind. Amidon flicks it out into the middle. Eric Mashaw not able to get to it. And we are starting to get physical early. Nicholas Carey turning with that puck. Gives it to Gipe. Gipe tries sending it around, goes on to the far side. Eric Mashaw battling for it, spinning around against Carey. And this puck gets cleared out by Ontario Bay, and that's going to go all the way down for the icing. That'll bring the faceoff back down next to Bennett. 11:24 to go in this opening period. Ontario Bay leads by a score of 1-0. Harrison Bragg squaring up against Bryce Goodenough. Bragg wins. Puck comes back to the center point, fired by Jake Gipe. Puck gets turned back by Owen Newton. Newton bringing it over into the O-zone, centering pass to Blevins. Blevins again, get it. Dishes out to Goodenough. Goodenough couldn't get a stick on it. Coming out with that puck is Connor Bork. Bork sends it off the near boards for Carter Little. Little chases that puck in. Deep at the far corner. Tried centering pass attempted. Gets blocked by Tyler Brown. Brown battling for it. Gets that puck up to Blevins. Blevins coming around towards the neutral zone. Puck gets swatted away by Connor Bork. Blevins pulls that puck out for Goodenough. Goodenough skating wide, crosses the center line, dumps that puck in, goes in after the chase with Dylan Garcia. Garcia fires it around. Carter Little coming up on the near side to make a play on it. Challenge hard by Brodeur. Puck sent out into the middle, and that's going to give us a face-off as that puck disappeared. .10:32 to remaining in the first period. 1-0 Ontario Bay lead. David Stern squaring up for the faceoff. Puck gets sent all the way back. Coming in hot with that puck, Braden Penafeather Stevenson. Nice save by Colin Bennett. Amidon crossing over the blue line, handing that puck in deep. Out in the middle, Amidon backhand. Looks like a save to me by the Schwarminator, as he is called. Puck collected by Keegan Lynch in the neutral zone. Crossed over the blue line, dumps that puck in. Bennett pushes it towards the corner. Still with it, Keegan Lynch. Baloo trying to backhand that puck out. Fired in from the point. Save Bennett. Oh, and it leaks in! It leaks in! Respect to the Bees goal horn. Looks like that was scored by Nolan Burlingame, number 27. See if we can hear the announcer this time when he doles out numbers. Goodenough facing off against Brady Garcia. Puck gets dumped in too early. Icing's waved off. This guy's talking in his sleep. Can't hear him. Nice try. Appreciate it. But goal scored by number 27, Nolan Burlingame. No idea who the assist is from. Time of the Beeville Bees goal, 7:13. Yes, Leah, it is now 1-1. 1-1 in the score. 9. Get out! Cameron Dallin is on the ice. Playing defense, parked in front of Colin Bennett right now. First official high school shift. Shot blocked by Dallin. Dove on by Colin Bennett. Wide. Dallin gets up. Bennett pushes that puck towards the face-off circle. So Cameron Dallin with his first league play, high school shift. He played in a preseason scrimmage, and now he's going off, and that completes Cameron Dallin's first shift. He touched the puck. Find out from him later how fun that was. Shot by Jamie Geib, save by Bennett. Puck back behind the net. Brodeur passes that puck. Blevins crossing over the blue line. Blevins, Newton tries toe dragging it between the legs of Brian Yeager. Nothing doing. I can't see what's going on with that puck. It's behind the student section. Look at them wearing their Christmas hats. Love it. Good enough. Sends that puck across for Brown. Brown winds up, sends it in low, misses the net, bounces to the corner, comes all the way out to the near point. Brodeur gets hit by Carey, so he hits him. Puck comes out. Jamie Geib with it. Geib over into the O-zone. Gets that puck initially by Brown, and then he gets toppled over, and that's going to be a roughing penalty against Brodeur. He tried to get the call once. Second time's a charm. Brodeur going to the box. First penalty of the day, and it is given out to Ontario Bay. Number 19, 2-minute minor for roughing. Ontario Bay penalty, number 19, 2 minutes rough. Time of the minor penalty, 8:43. So power play opportunity, hey girls, for the Baldwinsville Bees. Woohoo! I love it. Baldwinsville controlling the puck in the offensive end. They've got the player advantage. Going in deep, Trevor Sutton sends that puck behind for Nolan Burlingham. That's a nice, scary, but nice save, Colin Bennett. Face off to the right side of Bennett, taken and won by Keegan Lynch. Comes loose. Amidon fires that puck all the way down. Stahl back behind the net by Schreimer. Trevor Sutton with it. Looking. Trying to figure out which way they're going to go. Opts to go near side to Garrett Sutton. Sutton coming up. Gets by David Stern. Forced wide of Eric Mashaw. Or Cody Mashaw, I mean. Comes all the way around. Out to the point for Trevor Sutton. Sutton gives it back over to Braden Penafeather Stevenson. Stevenson over to Garrett Sutton. Puck gets poked away by Amidon. Back to Trevor, or Garrett, excuse me. Puck comes out into the neutral zone, and Trevor Sutton collects it. Trevor over to Garrett. Garrett misses it. Collected by Keegan Lynch. Lynch gives it over to Braden, and that puck is loose out in front. Comes out to the center point. Wind up. Fired by Garrett, goes wide, and it goes in! And I believe that power play goal is going to get attributed to Braden Penafeather Stevenson. And the Baldwinsville Bees now lead by a score of 2-1. Goal scored by number 23, Keegan Lynch, assisted by number 17, Trevor Sutton. 23 from 17, time of the Bees. Power play goal, 10-02. Blevins in the corner, drops that puck back, goes right to Mitch Burlingame. Mitch passes that puck out to Caleb DeLuca. DeLuca going in over the blue line, winds up, shot fired low, sticked aside by Bennett. Rebound comes out to Blevins in the middle. Blevins turning that puck back. It is a 2-on-2. Blevins has his pocket picked by Jake Ite. Coming over to recover, Owen Newton sends that puck in deep over the end line. Dylan Garcia sends it back up along the near side. Trying to hold it and does. Braden Walker at the blue line fires that puck all the way across. Eric Mashaw going to dig at it. Mashaw battling against Jake Ite. Drawing that puck, Mitch Burlingame. Puck goes back to the Beeville end, and they send it all the way across near side. Played on by Walker. He sends it right back where it came from. Jamie Geip not able to hold that puck. Amadon pushing it forward. 5:40 to go. 2-1 Baldwinsville Bees. Puck's in the corner. Goes up and out. Late hit and a punch thrown. Now a cross check from behind by Jamie Geip. Coming in, Jake Geip. Jamie and Jake teaming up against Jacob Amadon. And I think both of them ought to go, both Jake and Jamie, for those late hits. I don't know if an Ontario Bay player came in as well, but second man in should definitely sit. 7, 15, and David Stern, yeah, third man in. You knew that was going to happen. Should it be a 2 and 10 for second guy in or something? So it looks like we're going to have incidental minor penalties. Baldwinsville number 15, Ontario Bay number 20, 2 minutes for roughing. And Baldwinsville penalty number 7, 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalties, 11:26. Power play, Ontario Bay. Off the face-off, Goodenough wins it. Tried to get it to the backhand. Nothing doing. Grabbed by Beeville. Sent long. Gloved by Bennett. Wide of the goal. Let's see what it's called. All right, so it's number 7 roughing, number 15 unsportsmanlike, and 20 David Stern unnecessary roughness. It was actually a good movie. Back in the day when Kathy Ireland was as young as I was back in the day. Kathy Ireland was my favorite. Here's Zach Blevins coming out. Drops that puck off. Nope, sorry. It was Riley Ballou drops that puck off for Zach Blevins. Blevins brings it in over skate, drops it off. Ballou fires that shot, misses wide, goes off the end board. Goodenough picks it up on the side, drops it back to Cody Mashaw. Mashaw sends it back in deep. Newton playing on it. Owen battling against Garrett Sutton. Newton with it, drops it off near side for Blevins. Blevins back to Mashaw. Mashaw over the Blevins. They cycle the umbrella around. Shot fired, misses way wide right. Collected on the far side by Riley Ballou. Fires it into the slot. Turning. Newton shooting. Not at the goal. To the corner the puck goes. Blevins drops it off to Goodenough. Goodenough tried dishing it out into the middle for Blevins. The old give and go for the first line. Not happening. 9 seconds remaining in the player advantage. Newton out to Blevins. Blevins trying to find that hole, thread the needle through, not able to do so. Blocked by Braden Pennefeather Stevenson, and he sends his puck down the length of the ice, and the power play has expired. So Ontario Bay is down a player. Now they're not. That was a horrible change for a bunch of high school kids. Brown sends that puck over to Amadon. Amadon backhands it all the way across. Nobody there except Casey Gilbert. Gilbert fires it across to Brian Yeager. That was an ugly pass. Yeager trying to come out with it. Gets hit by, I think, Eric Mashaw. trying to retaliate against Mashaw. That's just not necessary. Harrison Bragg coming down through the middle, turns as he lost an edge, regains it, picks the puck up, sends it all the way across high in the slot. Nobody there, collected by Jamie Geip. Geip playing, drawing that puck across the blue line, passes it up, shot fired, one-timer, save Bennett. Decent one-timer attempt by Harrison Bragg, and I tell you, this is the least good hockey I've seen Baldwinsville play in quite some time. Currently, Baldwinsville appears to be stooping down to the physicality of Ontario Bay. Although I don't recall how many seniors they lost from last year. Garrett Sutton taking a puck, shot fired, save Bennett. Rebound comes off on the near side. Mateo Dalpy pushing it up to Dawson Corey. Corey skating down over the blue line, dumps that puck into the corner, goes all the way around far side. Trevor Sutton trying to pick it up. Coming into play on that puck is Jacob Myros. Myros battling for it. Myros with that puck. Myros getting pressed up against the boards. Puck goes out behind the net. This is the first shift that I've seen from Myros in a league game, although I did miss a game. Garrett Sutton coming down, going wide right, forced back at the end of the circle by Brown. Goes for the wraparound shot, save Bennett. Puck is loose at the corner, backhanded up by Braden Walker. Icing waved off. Trevor Sutton going down to collect that rolling puck. Sutton settles it 1.5 minutes to go, fires that down hard, and that's an icing as Brady Garcia missed it at the blue line. Yep, Baldwinsville leads by a score of 2-1 with 1.5 minutes exactly. 1 minute, 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Zach Blevins squaring up against Garrett Sutton. Puck comes back to Mashaw. Cody sends that back to the corner. Goes pass over from Newton to Blevins. Blevins not able to get it off. Blade shot. Goes out. Dylan Garcia snaps it around. Near side, Mashaw stops it. Comes right out to Keegan Lynch. Lynch coming down through the middle. Lynch shot. Oh, gloved out of the air by Colin the Glove Bennett. Nice snag. 1:07 to go in this opening period. Ontario Bay winning that faceoff, sent back behind the net, collected by Cody Mashaw. Mashaw gets hit by Keegan Lynch. Last minute in the first period called. Back out to the point. Oh, missed at the point by Dylan Garcia. It's going to go all the way down. Owen Newton off to the races to try to chase down Garcia. Garcia gets it, curls around. Newton wraps him up. Blevins comes in. Garcia gets out, sends that puck out. Good enough right there. Garcia sends it back to the corner. Clearing attempt made, picked off by Blevins. Nice stick check by Braden Pennafeather Stevenson. Stevenson gets that puck up to Keegan Lynch. Lynch dumps that puck in as he crosses over the center line. Back behind the net, picking that up there, Nolan Burlingame. And now Raleigh Ballou tries snapping it around the glass, and it went, I don't know if it snuck out in the netting or it fell through that giant hole that guy's reaching through with his whole arm. That is quite the space in the door of the Zamboni. David Stern in for the faceoff, ends up pushing that puck forward. Taken away by Harrison Bragg, put to the corner. Jamie Geip getting it. Geip and Brown battling. Geip sends it out into the middle. Shot puck is loose. Hit at, I don't know. And it's underneath the right fist of Colin Bennett. Using that blocker to punch it down to the ice. 9.9 seconds to go in this opening period. Amadon squaring up against Harrison Bragg. Puck comes to the middle. Brodeur tried to clear it out. It's still in the zone. 5 seconds to go. Puck is on the side. Battle for it. We got a whole bunch of hotheads going after it. And as that puck crosses the blue line, the buzzer sounds. At the end of the first period, it is the Baldwinsville Bees in the lead by a score of 2-1 over the Ontario Bay Storm. Cameron Dallin, 1 shift serve. Jacob Myros, 1 shift serve. 2 serves for Jacob. I missed the other one. Oh, gotcha. And Matteo Dalpi I saw out there at least twice as well. So good job by a bunch of freshmen. And with that, we'll go to break. Shout out to my sponsors, Two Broke Moms, located on Main Street in Pulaski, next to the Chinese food restaurant, across the street from the jewelry store, and Power Play Sports, located in Watertown off exit 47 of I-81. Go to Power Play Sports for all of your hockey needs. They've got indoor ice, indoor synthetic ice. Soon, the outdoor rink, as soon as it gets cold enough, will be running. They've got clinics. They've got 3-on-3 games all the time. Check them out, powerplaysportsny.com. For Two Broke Moms, look them up on Facebook, Two Broke Moms. Stop in, say hi to Jess and Jen. Tell them the Dan Dallin sent you. Help us be less broke. #crazy. All right, hockey fans, here we are. I tried to make this scoreboard bigger. See if it gets in the way or not. I don't know, it looks a little too big though, doesn't it? All right, refs are ready, players are ready, believe it or not. Who knew they were going to be ready on time? I thought for sure we were going to be waiting. Everybody's ready except for the clock guy, and here we go. Baldwinsville fires that puck in deep into the Ontario Bay Storm. Riley Ballou chasing after it, trying to clear it up. Amadon gets it, backhands it, tries sending it into the middle, comes out into the neutral zone, sent over onto the side by Nolan Burlingame. Battle for that puck over in the far corner. Trevor Sutton digging out, sending it around behind the net for Garrett. Garrett passes that puck up, comes out to Keegan Lynch. Lynch taking that puck up, left side shot. Ricochets off of Bennett for the save. Held in at the point, fired back into the corner. Cody Mashaw sends that puck around to Amadon. Amadon, a long time trying to spear that puck out. Stopped by Baldwinsville, dumped back in deep by Keegan Lynch, and that line goes off for their change. Baldwinsville taking that puck. Brady Garcia pushing it to the corner, chasing after it. Cody Mashaw trying to send it back. Garcia there. Garcia dumps it behind the net for Jamie Geib. Geib looking for the wraparound, sends it out into the slot. Shot, save, Bennett. Puck at the corner, centering pass, swing and a miss. Strike one, Brady Garcia. Obey trying to clear it out, comes to Amadon. Amadon able to send that puck up. Cody Mashaw got a piece of it as he was going off for his change. Collecting that puck, Brian Yeager sends it long, far off. Just touched by Braden Penafeather Stevenson. Touches that puck, and that's a hard hit into the corner by Joe Brodeur, I'm thinking, by the way he's reacting. I can't see if it's a 19 or an 18, and it is a 19. Joe going to the box for something naughty. Cross-check. So Ontario Bay penalty, number 19, 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Number 19, 2 minutes cross-check. Time of the minor penalty, 1:35. Power play, player advantage for Baldwinsville Bees. That puck gets cleared down the length of the ice by Ontario Bay. So Caitlin Estelle, they lost their game by a score of 5-2. Puck comes across, Jamie Geib taking it in. At the bottom of the circle, tries sending it out into the middle, picked up by Bryce Goodenough, and he backhands that down the length of the ice. Played by John Schreimers. He comes out, holds that puck for Casey Gilbert. Gilbert takes it back behind the net, looking. Gilbert comes around near side, long pass out over to Nicholas Carey. Carey gives it to Mitch Burlingame, shot fired, save Colin Bennett. 1:13 to go in the player advantage. 2-1. The Baldwinsville Bees lead over Ontario Bay. Faceoff comes back to the point for Trevor Sutton. Sutton passes it over to Keegan Lynch. Lynch drops it for Braden Penafeather Stevenson. Stevenson shot fired, save Bennett. Rebound goes behind the red line. Keegan Lynch taking it over to the near corner, over by the student section. And that net is crooked. It's not supposed to be like that. Plays whistle dead, and we'll have a face-off. Center point, shot fired high, almost missed the glass. That thing kept sailing higher and higher. Keegan Lynch curling with it. Almost lost that puck to the referee. Out to the point for Trevor Sutton. Sutton back to Lynch. Lynch in the middle. One time. Shot. Braden Penafeather Stevenson. And Colin Bennett with the save. Feels like a California game. This must be what it's like in Anaheim. Goodenough, 23 on 23, and Keegan Lynch. Goodenough pushes that puck forward, comes back to the point, sent across for Garrett Sutton, and it just wasn't along the blue line, went too far back. Back over to Trevor. Trevor and Goodenough going at it. Puck comes to Riley Ballou. Ballou fires it right into the glove of Braden Pennyfeather Stevenson. Stevenson coming out with that puck over the blue line, advancing forward on the left side at the circle. Collapsed upon by Goodenough. Puck comes back to the point for Garrett Sutton. Sutton up the boards for Pennyfeather Stevenson. Back over to Sutton. Garrett in the top of center point. Shot. Save. Comes over to the near side. And Braden Pennyfeather Stevenson with that puck. Lost it in. Save. Bennett goes off his shoulder. 1 second and teams are even. Joe Brodeur comes out of the box, and Owen Newton hits the ice. 13-18 remaining as Ontario Bay has successfully killed off this penalty. Puck sent around onto the far side. Owen going over to get a piece of it, as is Trevor Sutton to hold it in. Coming out with that puck is Nolan Burlingham, and Nolan fires it off the backhand at the goal, and that is frozen by Colin Bennett. Nice save, Colin. Face off to the left side of Bennett. Taking Caleb DeLuca. Draws that back. Fired in. Goes to the corner. Played on Carter Little. Back to the point for Dylan Garcia. Garcia fires into the slot. Loose. Rebound shot. Goal! Connor Bork! We'll see who the assist came from. Certainly was one. Brodeur sends that puck up. Goes to Jack Geip. Geip passes over to Dylan Garcia. Garcia to Connor Borg. Puck lost over in the student section, somewhere in that corner. Eric Mashaw battling for it. We got a player on his knees. He's getting up. And here comes David Stern. Stern losing that puck as Carter Little comes from behind, picking up. Jacob Amanoff fires that across. Nothing doing. On the far side, Stern. Stern trying to gain control of it. Connor Bork trying to take it away. It's Connor Bork's first high school career. So, goal scored by his first high school career goal, number 20, Connor Bork. Assisted by number 9, Dylan Garcia. From 14, Caleb DeLuca. 20 from 9 from 14. Time of the Bees' goal, 4:05. That gets deflected, goes up into the netting, and we'll have ourselves a face-off. Some little love between Jake Geip and Dawson Corey going on the ice. Corey squaring up for the faceoff across from Brady Garcia. Refs switching positions, or linesman and referee. Puck gets dropped, drawn back by Corey to Braden Walker. Shot fires, goes wide, gloved by John Schreimer for another faceoff. Sorry. Face-off squeaks towards the middle. Baldwinsville trying to come out with it. And delayed offsides, and they check up. Controlling that puck, Casey Gilbert sends that puck long and down. If it makes it, it's an icing, and icing it is. That'll bring the face-off back down by John Schreimer. Line 3 off, line 1 on. They must get winded. Blevins in for the faceoff, pushes that puck to the corner. Brian Yeager grabs it. Yeager coming up, passes that puck up. Blevins steals it. Blevins trying to make some space, making his way to the goal. Forced to the corner by Harrison Bragg. Blevins still over there with that puck. Gets it to Newton. Newton turning, pressed up against the boards. Blevins comes over. He's got Goodenough in front of him. Nobody in front of the net. Goodenough back to Walker. Walker winds up. Snaps it through. Save Shermer. Snuck its way through the legs. Right at the B on Shermer's chest. Faceoff will be to the left side of Shermer. Referee ready with the puck. Lining up, going to be Goodenough for the faceoff. He's got Blevins over against the boards. Newton in the middle. Squaring up across him, Keegan Lynch draws that puck back, and that gets deflected, goes high, and snagged out of the air. Nice catch by Trevor Sutton. Center fielder right there. Faceoff will be again Keegan Lynch and Bryce Goodenough. Goodenough with it. Takes it to the corner. Backhands it over for Blevins, and it gets tipped away. Blevins able to get it out for Ballou. Ballou can't hold it at the blue line. Draws that puck back. Snaps it off the boards for Blevins. Blevins misses it. Trevor Sutton collects in his own end. Snaps that puck all the way across. Too hard, too far. That's icing. We'll have another face-off next to John Shermer, and we've got 10:30 to go in this second period. (3-1) in favor of the Bees. Stern pushing that puck to the corner. Bees returning it, and that's going to be on net. Save Bennett, and he covers it up as two Bees came in with his one defender. Face-off, won by the Bees. Control, sent towards the goal. It's in the slot. Speared out. And here comes Eric Mashaw. Mashaw over the blue line at the circle. Centering pass gets picked off by Trevor Sutton. Sutton turns that puck out into the neutral zone. Long breakout pass for Ricardo Little. Little has Riley Ballou on him, pushed into the boards. Eric Mashaw coming out with that puck. Mashaw off the boards to Amadon. Amadon swings and misses. Trevor Sutton, the beneficiary of that puck. Trying to get it out, held in by Ballou. Ballou dumps that in deep, collected in the corner by Garrett Sutton. Eric Mashaw takes it away from behind the net. That gets deflected, goes into the slot, swept aside, picked up by Carter Little. Little passes out to Connor Bork. Bork fires it in, goes wide, sticked anyway by Bennett. Cody Mashaw takes that puck into the neutral zone. Cody advancing over the blue line. Cody winds up, shot, gets deflected by Trevor Sutton. Nice block by Sutton's knee. Jamie Geip trying to force that puck through. David Stern trying to get it out. Coming in with the close fist, Brady Garcia. Oh, and there's a busted stick. He drops the other half because it's an officially registered weapon now. Amadon with the puck. Amadon coming down over the center line, over the blue line, draws that puck towards the middle, and it gets blocked by Jake Geip. Coming back to pick that puck up is Jamie Geip. Jamie centering, gets swept aside. Loose puck collected by Brady Garcia. Garcia at the corner. Battle for that puck. Stern's all over him. I think it's Stern. Puck squeaks out. Comes to the center point. Turning, coming back. Jake Geip fires that shot. Gets deflected. It looks like it went off the stick of Jamie Geip. I'm not sure. Went up to the netting. Let's see. We'll find out who it touched based off of where the spot is chosen. And it's going to be in deep, so it must have gone off of an Ontario Bay stick that sent it flying into the netting. Stick broke that easy. It must have been at least $350. Behind the net, coming out. At the point, Dylan Garcia fires it. Save Colin Bennett. Line changes. Braden Penafeather Stevenson going in for the face-off against Bryce Goodenough. Pennefather draws it back. Zach Blevins steals that puck, sends it off the boards, tries skating around after it. Owen Newton there. Oh, in between Newton and Blevins, not able to get the shot off. Sorry about that. Casey Gilbert. The stands are so crowded. Oh, turning and shooting. Good enough. Save. Shermer. Gilbert through the legs, goes back right to Joe Brodeur. Brodeur forcing that puck into the corner with him. Back behind net, centering pass. Shot by Blevins. Save Shermer, and he covers that puck up. In order to save space here in the stands, I'm trying to condense my footprint as much as possible. I'm just not standing in my normal position, so my movement of the camera is just awkward for me right now. Good enough. In for the faceoff. Comes to the middle. Oh, Newton swept at it. Saves Shermer. Off his pads over to the near side. Mitch Burlingame sends that puck out into the middle. Mitch coming around. Mitch looking lighter on his feet. He was having some troubles before the game. He unloaded a bit of unwanted weight. Able to be much quicker on his skates now. Puck loose. Newton backhands it to Blevins. Blevins coming up. 1-on-2, 2-on-3 now. Blevins hit into the boards. Oh, I can't. I got to follow that better. I'm sorry. Brodeur coming in, trying to battle that puck. Forcing it out is Mitch Burlingame. Brodeur finally gets it away. Tries spearing it. Returned by Harrison Bragg. Sends that puck in deep. Over at the point, Garrett Sutton sends it into the corner. Brodeur with it. Joe behind the net, passes over to Blevins. Blevins picks it up, snaps it all the way over for Newton. Newton can't reach it, goes off the boards, and getting to it, it's going to be an icing. Face off to the right side of Colin Bennett. Caleb DeLuca squaring off. Cameron Dallin on D. Second shift, Dallin. Puck held at the blue line by Dylan Garcia. Tries sending it in, gets turned back by Amadon. Battle for it. Near side here, Eric Mashaw spears it out. Cutting across over on the far side, Connor Bork. He dumps that puck in. Dallin guards it as Braden Walker chases it down into the near corner. Here comes Eric Mashaw. Shoot, sorry about that. Eric Mashaw taken out from behind by Connor Bork, and that is going to be a holding penalty against Bork. It's really hard to hold somebody from in front. Time of that penalty, 10:48. Second power play opportunity for Salmon River. That'll shorten Cameron Dallin's shift for sure. So Baldwinsville penalty, number 20, 2-minute minor for holding. Number 20, 2 minutes holding. Time of the minor penalty, 10:48. Comes Cody Mashaw with that puck on the far side. Mashaw guarded hard against the boards. And Garrett Sutton takes that puck away, rips it all the way around. Riley Ballou snags it, fires it up, goes high, drops down, good enough. Grabs it out of the air, drops it down for a stick, takes it back over the end line. Good enough looking. Over to the top of the umbrella here for Blevins. Blevins back over to Goodenough. Goodenough dancing at the hash mark. Back to Blevins, who's at the point now. Blevins over to Goodenough, who's at the hash mark. Tries to take that shot. Nice block by Trevor Sutton. Sliding over Blevins. Blevins back to Goodenough. Bryce looking, trying to find that slot. All the way over for Ballou. Ballou shot fired, misses. On the near side. Goodenough holds it. Oh, little try toe drag to keep it away from Jamie Geip. Geip almost got it away. Trevor Sutton does. Sutton going in, stops short. Cody Mashaw grabs that puck, sends it down. Misses Owen Newton, and Garrett Sutton takes that puck and goes in deep. Newton riding on his back there, trying to get that puck away, and here comes Sutton. Sutton just beat 3 players. It's a 2-on-2. Sutton takes Cody over to the side, goes back behind the net, looking, turns, shot, fired, and sends that sailing up into the netting I don't think Blevins got that at all, personally. But what do I know? The referee was right there. Must have hit his stick up into the netting. It went. 34 seconds remaining in the player advantage for Ontario Bay Storm. Faceoff will be to the right side of Colin Bennett. Keegan Lynch squaring up against Goodenough. Goodenough kicks it out to the point. Trevor Sutton fires it. Kicked aside by Bennett. Collected at the blue line by Braden Pennefeather Stevenson. Sends that puck, goes in deep back behind the net. Joe Brodeur back there having it pinned up. 20 seconds to go in this power play. Keegan Lynch just holding that puck as long as he possibly can. Excellent play by Lynch. Lynch forced down to the ground by the muscle of Joe Brodeur. Regains his composure and freezes that puck against the ice again. 3 seconds ago. Down he goes again, this time by David Stern. This is going to get ugly soon. Successful penalty kill. Amadon's over there now. And there we go. And let's look over here for a minute. Stern, Amadon, and Brodeur all in the same square going after the puck against the other team. It's ended exactly the way I thought it would. Well, the officials separate everybody. Keegan Lynch did a great job of killing that penalty off. Hey, watch that camera, guys. Thank you. Looks like we're only handing out one penalty. I thought at least 3 were coming. So we're just waiting for word from the officials. In the meantime, I want to pay homage to my sponsors. Two Broke Moms, located on Main Street in Pulaski. Go there for everything, whatever you need. And Power Play Sports, your solution for all things hockey. Whether you need equipment, advice, you want to practice shooting, you want to go over some skills training, you just want to play your buddy in a 3-on-3 game, Power Play Sports. They can hook you up. Indoor sheet of ice, indoor synthetic ice. You can test out skates before you buy them. Two Broke Moms. I get all of my t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies from them. With anything I want on them. You can even get your The Dan Dallin wear either at Power Play Sports, or you can get The Dan Dallin put on anything you want at Two Broke Moms. I've got tumblers, I think they're called. Those travel mugs, coffee travel mugs, they're awesome. Mugs. And we're sending more people to the box. 2 and 10 for Stern. 2-minute portion being served by number 27, Jacob Myros, even though he wasn't on the ice. I never think that's right. You ought to pick somebody that was on the ice. Oh, and 23. Keegan Lynch going, probably for retaliating. So time of the penalty is 12:58. I imagine it's going to be something like Baldwinsville number 23, 2 minutes for roughing. Ontario Bay number 20, a 2 and 10 for roughing and unsportsmanlike maybe? Or misconduct? I don't know. He's still there, so it's not a game misconduct, so it's not fighting. Time of the penalty is 12:58. So David Stern gets 4 minutes for roughing. And there's a goal. No goal? All right. No goal, waved off. Well, just in case we wanted to start a fight in the stands too. So 4 minutes for roughing on Stern, plus a 2-minute cross-check. Total of 6 minutes. 2 minutes on Lynch for roughing, right? Yet there's 2 minutes on the clock. Oh, Myros is in there for the cross-check. All right, so we're down a player for 4 minutes. Otherwise, it's 5-on-5. Gotcha. Awkward. So no goal for whatever reason. I don't know. Oh, the net moved? Oh, thank you. So net came off. So no goal. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Garrett Sutton sends that puck across on the far side to Trevor Sutton. Trevor brings it over the blue line, and that pass comes across, gets hit, and Garrett takes it back into the neutral zone. Baldwinsville checks up, pass over to Jamie Geip. Geip brings it in, challenged by Blevins. Blevins almost got that puck out. Trevor steps in to push that puck, sends it across to Braden Pennyfeather Stevenson. Stevenson trying to take it to the hole, collapsed upon, and here comes Zach Blevins. Blevins, zigzagging his way through, making magic happen. He's got Goodenough with him. Goes to the corner at the hash mark, looking, sends it all the way across, back to the point for Riley Blue. Shot fired, goes wide. Back behind the net with it is Goodenough. Goodenough trying to make some room, gets hit by Pennyfeather Stevenson. And coming away with that puck is Garrett Sutton. Sutton going wide, swatted at by Blevins, gets hit by Ballou. Puck drifts over the end line, grabbed by Blevins. Blevins sends it out through the neutral zone. Sutton gets a piece of it. It settles down. Teams are even now, as Eric Mashaw hits the ice and Myros goes over to the bench. Puck fired around. Oh, that went off the stick of Casey Gilbert and hit the face of one of his teammates. So it'll be a neutral zone face-off. Puck picked up by Evan Catanzarite. He goes to the corner, along with Mason Warrens. Warrens tries clearing it, held at the point by Yeager. Yeager fires it, gets blocked out in front. Gilbert grabs it, fires it, goes back to the corner. Puck sent around back behind the net. Walker picking it up, sends it back behind the net again for Warrens. Warrens with it, sends it up, held at the blue line by Yeager. Fires it in. Clearing attempt completed, goes to Eric Mashaw. Mashaw tries going around Gilbert, not successful. Amidon coming in behind and grabbing that puck and taking a hard way through Evan Catanzarite. Puck comes back, Gilbert grabs it. Gilbert, look at that mop underneath that bucket. Wow. Taking a puck forward, Brady Garcia, shot on net, goes over Bennett and in! Baldwinsville goal scored by number 24, Brady Garcia. Time of the Bees' goal, 16-18. We'll find out if there was any assists. No, it was a double minor. Is it? It was a major? Yeah.
4-minute major.
I thought majors were 5. I thought he said 4-minute minor. I don't know. Whatever. Yeah, if it was a minor penalty, a 4-minute minor, a double minor, then he should have been released. If it was a major, then it should have been 5 minutes. So, whatever. And probably want another $1 a game to get that one right. Here comes Brodeur crossing over the blue line. Gets returned back into the neutral zone. 8 seconds ago. Dumped in by Goodenough. Ontario Bay's got to check up. There were some offsides in this. Jake Ipe grabs that puck in the neutral zone, and that's where this one's going to end. At the end of 2, Baldwinsville leads by a score of 4-1. Again, thank you to my sponsors, Two Broke Moms, located on Main Street in Pulaski. Stop in, get your The Dan Dallin shirts or anything made up. And Power Play Sports, located off of exit 47 of I-81 in Watertown. Stop in there, and you can pick up The Dan Dallin t-shirts. Check them out. You know, Power Play Sports, they do family memberships, too, as well as individual memberships. That gets you a free skate sharpening every month, a free roll of tape every month, and discounts on all of their clinics and league play that they have. Tell them that The Dan Dallin sent you, and they'll say, really? That's cool. And I'd really appreciate it. Let's take a break. All right, hockey fans, we are back and we are ready to go. 17 minutes put up, third period, and away we go. Ontario Bay in gold, visiting team going right to left. Baldwinsville Bees in the white, going from left to right. Amadon coming out with that puck. And he sent it in a hair before the center line. That's an icing, my friends. They're going to nitpick about icing, but they're going to let 3-4 punches go between players and only ring them up for 2 minutes. Goodenough in for the faceoff against Keegan Lynch. Puck goes back behind the Ontario Bay line. So that goal at 16-18 of the second period, scored by number 24, Brady Garcia, his first career high school goal, assisted by number 4, Casey Gilbert. 24 from 4. Time of that Bees goal was 16-18 of playtime. Shot fired from the top of the circle, save Bennett. Nice surprise you shot by Trevor Sutton. $15:59 to go in the third period. Baldwinsville leads by a score of 4-1. Stern squaring up against Brady Garcia. Puck comes back. Center point. Sent in and pushed along. And a surprise me save by Colin Bennett. Tyler Brown's stick got wrapped up with Nicholas Carey. Sent Carey down to the ice. Brown helped him up. Face off to the left side of Bennett. Jacob Amadon squaring up against Brady Garcia. Puck comes over to the boards, played by Jamie Geib, takes it in. Stop short, sends it back to the point. Fired in from the point by Brian Yeager, saved. On the far side, battle for that puck. Picking it up is Eric Mashaw. Mashaw coming out with it. Mashaw getting stick poked. Puck is left behind. Stern plays it. Battle picked up by Gilbert. Gilbert sends it all the way across for Nicholas Carey. Carey shot fired, scooped off the ice by the glove of Colin Bennett. Faceoff comes all the way across, pushed out by Blevins, recovered in the neutral zone by Nolan Burlingame. Sends that in, Tyler Brown grabs it, fires it at the referee, goes off the boards to Braden Penafeather Stevenson, sends that puck in deep. Brown picks it up off of Bennett, sends it around, Goodenough not able to get to it. Brown going over, grabbing that puck, sends it to the corner, and Keegan Lynch over there to stop it. Lynch loses it to Blevins. Blevins coming up with that puck. Blevins going wide over the center line. Blevins has Newton. Blevins going in deep, stops short, turns, sends it across the paint. Newton gets his stick check picked up. Brodeur from the point, fires it, goes underneath the body of Keegan Lynch. Brodeur holds it in, sends it. Blevins trying to keep it in, and that gets deflected out by Baldwinsville into their own bench. That should be a face-off deep in the Beeville end. And that guy's not paying attention, so we'll have a neutral zone face-off. Harrison Bragg facing off for the Bees, gets one by Ontario Bay. Comes back, Cameron Dallin sends it over to the boards. And crossing the line offsides, Garrett Sutton. You got one proud mama right there, videotaping. Dawson Corey pushing that puck forward. Goes to Garrett Sutton. Sutton sends it in deep. Goes all the way around behind to Braden Walker. Walker misses it, reaching back to get it. Jacob Myros. Myros backhanding off the boards into the neutral zone. picked up by Sam Newton. I mean, not Sam Newton, wrong team, Trevor Sutton. Fired at the goal by Harrison Bragg. Bragg turns it back. Dawson Corey got it and then gets hit. Sent in to the middle and goes right to Walker. Walker kicks it to his stick, passes it up off the boards, goes right to Garrett Sutton. Sutton spinning around, trying to lose Mateo Dalpe. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Walker dumps it in. Ontario Bay checks up, and Ontario Bay makes a change. Off the boards, puck played by Carter Little, sent in deep, and no, there's an icing. That'll bring the face-off all the way back down by the Beeville goal, John Shermer. Gilbert coming out with that puck over the center line. Gilbert over the blue line. Little toe drag to get it around. Ballou goes down. Gilbert backhands it hard out to the incoming number 24, Brady Garcia. This puck gets turned back out. Amanon sends it off the boards, going in deep. Picked up by Brian Yeager. He stops short back behind his net. Sends it off the boards on the near side. Comes up to Cody Mashaw. Mashaw gets hit by Nicholas Carey. Gets that puck in deep into the other corner. Jamie Geip collects it. Geip has Stern on him. Avoids Stern. Hard, long pass out. Nice breakout pass to Nicholas Carey. Carey has Mashaw on him. Mashaw gets the puck and Carey goes down. Ballou over there. Dances around that puck. Finally gets it. Sends it across. Goes off good enough into the Baldwinsville zone. Clearing attempt by Jake Geip goes to Goodenough. Now to Blevins. Goodenough goes down. We got a delayed penalty against Baldwinsville. Not Goodenough. That was Amanon that goes down. Comes out to Mashaw at the point. Mashaw still controlling it. And now Baldwinsville gains control and we get the whistle. And it's going to be an interference call against Baldwinsville. Baldwinsville penalty, number 9, Dylan Garcia. 2-minute minor for interference. Number 9, 2 minutes interference. Time of the minor penalty, 2:51. Power play, Storm. Goodenough in for the faceoff. Challenged by Braden Pennefeather Stevenson. Blevins backhands it, goes nowhere. Pennefeather Stevenson takes that puck, pushes it out into the neutral zone. Joe Bordor battling against him. Stevenson keeping with that puck. Puck drifts away, goes to Goodenough. Goodenough keeps it from Pennefeather Stevenson. Comes over to Mashaw. Cody gets it out into the neutral zone. Fired in deep by Keegan Lynch. Collected by Brodeur. Brodeur over to Newton. Newton receives that pass. Ugly pass out into the middle. Picked up by Braden Pennefeather Stevenson. Almost had a breakaway. Newton recovers. Sends that puck over to Blevins. And Goodenough was offsides. And he knows it. Hangs his head in shame. 1:27 to go in the player advantage for the Storm. Newton, Goodenough, Blevins. Cody Mashaw, Joe Brodeur. Winning the faceoff, Baldwinsville Bees. Nicholas Carey dumps that puck in on net. Save. Gets forced over to the corner. Brodeur, no. Blevins takes that puck. Blevins cuts back to get by Geip. Blevins coming up right through the middle. Blevins going wide right, swatted at, going in deep at the corner, stops short, drops it back to Goodenough. Goodenough at the hash mark, sends it back to Mashaw. Mashaw winds up, shot, loose out in front. Oh, Newton tried reaching, couldn't get his stick long enough to get that puck around the goalie. Blevins to the point. Cody Mashaw over to Brodeur, shot fired. Not sure if it was a save. Mashaw diving, trying to save that puck, nothing doing, where he gets up and recovers it in the neutral zone. Pass to the middle to Goodenough. Goodenough picks it. 40 seconds to go in his power play. Goodenough in deep, stops short at the linesman, sends it back to the point. Mashaw winds up, Snaps, it hits off the body of Carey, gets to Goodenough, Goodenough fires, blocked out in front by Brady Garcia, and that goes around up into the netting, and we'll have a face-off down, I think, in the Beeville end. Yes, sir, right there. 27 seconds remaining in the player advantage for Ontario Bay. 4-1 lead for the Baldwinsville Bees. There's still time for Ontario Bay to come back. Caleb DeLuca facing off against David Stern. Stern wins. Puck goes to Eric Mashaw. Mashaw sends it behind the net for Stern. Stern out in the middle. Amidon not able to get a stick down. Tyler Brown comes over, sends that puck over to Eric Mashaw. Mashaw at the hash, out into the middle, and it doesn't make it to Amidon. Picked up by Caleb DeLuca, and he fires that all the way down the length of the ice. Stalled by Bennett behind the net. Coming over is Braden Walker to get that puck away before it became an ugly, dangerous situation. As penalty expires, Amidon fires that shot on goal. Blocker save by Shermer. Behind the net, Gilbert with that puck. Gilbert coming out on the far side, goes to the backside of Stern. Puck hit on by Amidon, and it goes to Tyler Brown. Brown across to Walker. Walker coming up with it on the near side. Walker in the neutral zone, just shy of the center line, fires it in, and I guess he can do it, but Amidon can't. Eric Mashaw loses that puck. Stern gets a piece of it, gets it to Eric. Eric turns, fires it in deep, goes off for his change. Amidon hits that puck, goes back behind the net. Keegan Lynch picks it up behind, tries clearing it out, and it goes up into the netting. We'll have another face-off next to Mr. Shermer. 9:25 remaining in the third period. Baldwinsville leads by a score of 4-1. 50-50 winner being announced. Nolan Burlingame coming up with that puck. Lost it at the blue line as Braden Penafeather Stevenson swept in, recovered, drew that puck over. That's an offsides. $9:15 to go in this game. Puck sent in, played on by Braden Penafeather Stevenson. He's at the corner, sends it back to the point. Jack Heatley. Heatley backhands it towards the slot. Battled by Mateo Dalpy. Dalpy sends it back. Heatley not able to hold it. Recovers in the neutral zone. Sends that puck over to Jake Geip. Geip passes into the middle to Keegan. Keegan fires wide right, or his left. Collins right. Call it what you want. Comes back across into the middle. Picked up by Dalpy. Dalpy sends it out to Dawson Corey. Corey bringing that puck in all by himself. 1-on-5. Takes that shot. Save Shermer. He's hit again, even though he didn't have the puck anymore. Jake Geip coming out with that puck. Geip. Hit by Corey. Corey holding that, taking that puck away. Sends it in deep, and Corey's going to go off for his change. Jack Heatley. Puck comes out. Now Nolan Burlingame sends it out to the middle. Cody Mashaw gets a piece of it, turns it back, goes to Jake Geip. Geip sends that puck in deep as he approaches the blue line, goes back behind the net, played on by Nolan Burlingame. Burlingame sends it over to the corner, collected by Bryce Goodenough. Goodenough up to Newton. Newton shovels it out for Blevins. Blevins takes it over to the near side, over the blue line, at the dot, trying to draw it over to the goal. Not able to do so. Plays it, backhands it. Oh, it hits the referee. Tried getting it out to Mashaw. Coming over, Riley Ballou sends that to the corner. Owen Newton digs it out. Newton getting hit by Brady Garcia, I believe. No, that was Garrett Sutton. And that puck gets sent over into the Baldwinsville bench. Will give us another face-off next to Mr. Shermer. 7:32 remaining in the game. Oh, no, it's a neutral zone face-off. Little did I know. Baldwinsville thought it should be at their end because they sent it out. And it's 2 times this period that the refs got that one wrong. Stern squaring off against Harrison Bragg, I think. No, it's Keegan Lynch. Puck comes all the way down. Hawk picking up the game. Mitch Burlingham going in after that puck. Colin Bennett freezing it. Burlingham avoiding plowing into Colin Bennett. Face-off will be to the right side of Bennett. just over the halfway mark in this third and final period. Puck comes out into the slot, shot, goal scored, Mitch Burlingame. We'll see if there's any assist handed out. B's goal scored by number 19, Mitch Burlingame. Time of the goal, 9:41. Bees win that faceoff. In the neutral zone. (13) Bragg. So goal scored by Mitch Burlingame, number 19, assisted by number 13, Harrison Bragg. Time of the Bees' fifth goal, 9:41. Baldwinsville leads by a score of 5-1. This puck gets sent way too hard, too deep. That's an icing. I'm sorry, I forgot these are 17-minute periods. When I said it was just past the halfway mark, it was a noticeable distance past the halfway mark in this third period. 2 minutes past the halfway mark. Amadon squaring up for the faceoff against Evan Catanzarite. Amadon pushes that puck towards the corner, guarding it, Casey Gilbert. Recovering. David Stern, shot, save Shermer. Rebound, Stern had it for a second, turning around. Eric Mashaw goes wide, 6.5 minutes to go. Puck comes over to the corner. Stern over there, guarding, trying to hold it. Puck comes loose. Mashaw, shot, blocked out in front by Gilbert. Picking that puck up on the near side, Evan Catanzarite sends this down. Got touched by Mason Warnes. Goes down the length of the ice, and there's a goal! Drew Flynn. I don't know what kind of celly that was, but that might be his first career high school goal as well. So his first career high school goal scored by number 10, Drew Flynn. Dawson Corey winning that faceoff, pushing it forward, gets turned over. Riley Ballou passes that puck over to Jacob Myros. That gets turned back for the ice. We'll have a faceoff down by John Shermer. 6-1 is the score in favor of the Baldwinsville Bees. Faceoff goes back to the corner, picked up by Jake Ite. So goal scored by number 10, Andrew Flynn, his first career high school goal. Assisted by 18, Evan Catanzarite from number 6, Nicholas Carey. 10 from 18 from 6. Time of the first high school goal for Andrew Flynn, 10:49. Goodenough taking that puck, had to come back around as he noticed Blevins was still offside. Comes back to Riley Ballou. He fires it off the boards in for not the icing apparently. Picked up by Dylan Garcia. Garcia couldn't clear it out. Drops that puck back for Jake Gipe. Gipe trying to push it out. Blocked by Blevins. Blevins curling around over the end line behind the goal. Spinning, turning. Trying to get that out into the slot. Drifts its way to Nicholas Carey. Carey sends it out in the neutral zone. Goes over to Riley Ballou. Ballou manhandled a little bit. Trying to push that puck forward. Gets deflected. Goes into the Beeville bench. Line change for Baldwinsville. And some fresh legs for the Storm. .504 remaining on the clock. Amadon dropped his shorts. What kind of game do you think this is, young man? I hope to God that was a prank somebody pulled on him on the bench. Yeah, it was just a shell, but. Puck sent around on the far side. Nolan Burlingame. Passed it over. Makes its way to Braden Penafeather Stevenson. Stevenson coming up on the near side over the blue line. Drops it back for Keegan Lynch. Shot fired. Save. Colin Bennett. Face off to the left side of Bennett. Amidon wins it, gets it over to Joe Brodeur. Brodeur rips it all the way around for Eric Mashaw. Mashaw challenge, has a couple of Beeville bees all over him. They're swarming. Shot fired by Braden Penafeather Stevenson. Saved by Colin Bennett. We'll have a face off to the right side of Colin. Amidon squaring up against Nolan Burlingame. Puck gets drawn back. Brown sends it around. First one to it, Garrett Sutton. Sutton tries sending it around. It goes up into the netting. 4:26 remaining in this third period. Stern facing off against Braden Penafeather Stevenson. Puck drop. Sent over to the boards. Brodeur stepping up, trying to gain control. Pushes it up towards Amidon. Gets returned back out in the middle and swept away by Tyler Brown. In the neutral zone with it, Garrett Sutton. He crosses up forward at the hash mark. Goes in deep over the end line looking. Bouncing puck. Couldn't center it. Now he sends it out to the point. From the point, Trevor Sutton takes it over to the center point. Nolan Burlingame trying to push it in, gets it to Keegan Lynch. Lynch forced to bring it over to the side, recovers, takes that puck back behind the net. Lynch looking, drops it, shot fired by Braden Penafeather Stevenson, goes wide off the backboard. David Stern trying to clear it out. Out it comes, collected by Nolan Burlingame. Burlingame hit off the puck, and we're getting some people tossed. Incidental minor roughing penalties. Time of the incidental minor penalties, 13-17. Baldwinsville, number 17, 2-minute minor for roughing. Ontario Bay, number 20, 2-minute minor for roughing. Time of the incidental minor penalties, 13-17, 5-on-5 hockey. 3:43 to go. Joe Brodeur playing offense, facing off against Evan Catanzarite. Puck comes over to the boards. Brodeur backhands it out into the neutral zone, played on by Amidon. Amidon pushing that puck forward. Eric Mashaw there as well. Brodeur gets it around Zach Trickler, sends it to over the end line. Gilbert sends around on the far side. Drew Flynn picks it up, tries clearing it, held by Walker momentarily. This puck comes out to Zach Trickler. Trickler backhands it into the offensive end. Taken away by Brodeur. Brodeur loses it at the blue line, though. Trickler sends it into the corner. Picked up back there by Cameron Dallin. Sends it around to the far corner for Walker. And Walker gets it up to Eric Mashaw, who sends it in what I would think is the wrong direction. I don't know what's going on now. In the middle, shot taken by Evan Catanzarite. Blocked by Dallin. Goes over the net. Dallin makes a play on it, sends it out to Amidon. Amidon loses it. Puck gets fired back in by Brian Yeager. Dallin guarding the slot, making sure nobody's there. Nobody is there. Puck is over on the boards. Goes back to the corner. Brodeur back to get it. Caleb DeLuca going over to make a play on it. Brodeur clears it out to the blue line. Casey Gilbert retreats back into the neutral zone with it. Gets that puck to Connor Bork. Bork coming in, loses it at the blue line. His body went in way before the puck. Dallin was there, ready for Connor Bork. But with that whistle, his shift ends. 2:25 remaining in the third period. Dawson Corey facing off against Harrison Bragg. Battle for it. Comes over to Mateo Dalpe. Dalpe couldn't keep it out. Gets fired in. Picking up off behind the back of the net. Cody Mashaw. Mashaw gets hit by Connor Bork. Riley Ballou recovers that puck. Comes out in the middle. Shot fired by Harrison Bragg. Misses on the far side. Dalpe tried to clear it. Couldn't. Coming across, Garrett Sutton. Sutton at the hash mark, now bottom of the circle. Hit by Cody Mashaw. Mashaw picks that puck up. Loses it. Shoveled by Harrison Bragg. Back to the point for Jack Keatley. I don't know what's going on. Dalpe tried to get out, and does! Somehow he does! Dawson Corey, just as surprised as I am, trying to shovel that puck along. Recovering Jack Heatley. Corey pushing Heatley with the puck. Get him over that blue line. Taking that puck away, Connor Bork. Bork drops it off for Garrett Sutton. Sutton sends it all the way across. Underneath the stick of Harrison Bragg. Icing waved off. Mashaw picks it up. Comes back to the near side. Skates by Mateo Dalpe. Sees the oncoming hit, loses the puck. Dalpe sends it forward. Nice stick check made by Connor Bork. Good enough, forced into the corner with that puck. Good enough, trying to come away, swarmed on by the defending Bees. 1 minute remaining in the third period. Final minute of play. Blevins forcing that puck forward. Blevins going towards the corner with Dylan Garcia. Blevins centering pass. Good enough, couldn't get his stick on it as he came across the slot. Nicholas Carey takes that puck away. Owen Newton lost an edge as Carey was pressuring him. Newton took out the referee, and Newton is down. Newton lost his edge, came in, I think he landed feet first or hip first into the boards. Referee fell on top of him. I think Owen was bewildered by what the smell might be. Now he's okay. He gets up on his own. He waited for his coach to come just over the halfway point, as well as the trainer. That is a veteran player right there, knowing how far the coaches have skated. Baldwinsville trainer got escorted by Garrett Sutton. What a nice boy. Neutral zone faceoff with 34.8 seconds remaining. Waiting for the fifth skater to hit the ice. And he comes on in the form of Dawson Corey. Puck pushed forward, collected by Jake Ipe. Ipe sends it over across to Dylan Garcia. Garcia off the boards, goes back behind the net. Joe Brodeur back there to collect it. Brodeur trying to come out with it. And gets that puck up to Blevins. Blevins forced that puck by Jack Gipe. Blevins trying to make something happen. Backhands that puck across. Jamie Gipe steals it. Jamie tries firing it in deep, and it gets blocked by Goodenough. Retreating back, Brady Garcia somehow managed to get that puck. Garcia with the backhand, misses the net, goes back behind the net, and that's where this game's going to end. This one ends as a Baldwinsville victory as they take this one by a score of 6-1. Look at the celly in front of the student section. And that student section looks a lot thinner than when the game started. Ontario Bay coming over to congratulate their goalie on a game well played. 6-1 is the final here from Three Rivers Athletic Stadium, or fields, or ice, or whatever it's called. I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the game. It was always exciting as always. Love youth hockey. Make sure you subscribe, like the video. I'm not sure what that does, but I appreciate you. From the Three Rivers Athletic Complex, that's what it's called, in Baldwinsville, New York, I am the Dan Dallin. Don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day, everyone.